Hello, this is Rebecca, and welcome back to the second day of Christmas journaling. And this is all about decorating your covers of your inserts, of your traveler notebook insert. This could also, if you don't use a traveler's notebook insert, you could definitely use the same concept to do in dashboards or to cover of your introduction to your journal. But what I'll be doing today is my traveler's notebook. Now on this smaller one that I'm working with to my December daily, I've already kind of started adding covers. And so I know this one I made into a junk journal. This is the first one I'm going to be starting. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm just going to add a few little things to this page, and then I'm going to also show you how I'm going to decorate my standard size, which I'm actually using a standard size Webster cover traveler's notebook, but my inserts are the Cahiers size. So I'm going to also be decorating the cover of that, and that particular traveler's notebook I'm going to be using for just my personal journaling and scrapbooking and things like that, but this will be for my December daily. So I actually purchased this from, if you watched my previous video, it's from the Happy Marigold, and this also came in the kit. This is a cute little pine cone, and it's layered up with the different colors. And so although I do like this, I wanted to add just a little bit more more fluff to the page, I guess you could say. So yeah, so I'm going to just go ahead and get started, and I'll show you real quick how I'm going to do that. So I kind of wanted to stay with the theme of my notebook. This is a plaid, and actually the paper, the notebook back here is actually watercolor paper. So, but everything is kind of themed towards plaid, rustic type decorating. So I basically took, these are the punches that I have. I have a punch that does the deer, and I wanted to pick a little bit brighter color, and then I was debating between the red and the turquoise, and I also had pink, but I think I'm going to go with the turquoise. And so I'm just going to kind of layer him on top, and then I'm going to add a few little flowers just to make it more my style, and to add, of course, some more different layering. So, but first, before I do that, I wanted to add a little bit of washi around the edges, and this just kind of gives it a more, sometimes I do this on my notebooks and sometimes I don't, but I like to just kind of add a border, and washi is perfect for that. So I had this washi, I kind of went back and forth between doing something color, but I think this kind of will go with the theme of the pine cone. So I'm just going to add this along the edges here, and I'm going to do the same for the top as well. Now for the gluing of this particular project, I'm going to be using a combination of this heavy duty, this is my favorite glue to use, this heavy duty extreme Elmer's. I'm going to be using hot glue, and then I also found I say found, it wasn't really lost, but when you're cleaning your craft area, it's amazing what you're like, oh, I'm so happy I have this. So I have my large sticker maker, and I had a brand new roll of sticker paper that I could put into it. So there you have it. That's just kind of, I'm gonna clip this closed here, just so it makes it a little bit easier to work with and it's not popping up. So I think what I'm gonna do is just add this deer to the front, and then I kind of thought about putting little flowers in the hair, in the antlers, just to kind of make it, add a little bit more fluff to it. And of course, adding pink. You can't go wrong with adding pink. So, and then I thought about putting the Merry Christmas, and probably adding the date in here as well. So it just kind of adds a little bit more. Oh, my little kitty sneezed. So let me go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to run, since this deer is on some heavy glitter paper, I'm going to use my sticker machine, and that actually will adhere it really well. This is a Xyron Create a Sticker machine. I've used it several times. It comes with, you can replace the rolls in it. It also comes with a smaller smaller, where you can do smaller die cuts and smaller strips of papers and things like that to make stickers. So I'm just going to add the Dear 2 here, the punch, and like I said, this is great sticker paper. It works really well. And then I may just go ahead and do this little strip as well, just to, so I don't have to get, I don't have to worry about it coming off since it is on the front page here. And then I'm going to leave a little bit room at the bottom there because I'm probably going to come back in here and put in the date. So there's the base of it, and then I'm just going to add, I'm going to use hot glue to add these paper flowers to the antlers here. And I think it gives it kind of that rustic look, but still adds some feminine touch to it using the pink. So there we have it. I still feel like I probably just need to add the date on there. I thought about doing another pink also. Let's see, how does that look? A little too much maybe. So we'll kind of keep it like that. And then, let's see here, to add the date, I can use, you know what I might use? Let me pull this out. These are all the little die cuts that have a lot of pink in them as well. So I might just kind of see if I can find maybe a little piece I can cut that has some of the pink on it and use it. Of course, I'm not finding anything right at the top here. You know, I might just use the bottom of this little polka dot here. I'm just going to trim the edges off. And then I'm going to stamp in, see if I can find my numbers over here, 2017. This is, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry, and then we'll come back to it here in a minute and see if we need to add anything else. So I'm just going to put in the date. I love this this ink pad, this VersaFine, but the only thing I've noticed is it really gets, it'll smear if you don't let it dry for just a little bit, but I like the clearness of it. So there's 2017. It's a little crooked. I used to beat my, I've told anybody that's been watching videos of me stamping, I used to beat myself up over if the stamp was not perfect, but now I kind of like that look to it. So I'm going to set that one aside, and then we're going to move on to the cover of my Kahir. And what I noticed on this paper is, although you think it's plaid and you don't have to worry about it being one way or the other, there is on the inside that has kind of like a faded cookie recipe, and so I always want to make sure that I keep that covered. So I came across this little adorable, sweet vintage card in a kit that I purchased a while back, and so I wanted to add her to my cover of my journal. And these are just little pink paper doilies, and again, I'm loving the use of pink against this buffalo plaid. And so that's just what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to kind of put this as a background, and I'm also going to use it to wrap around the planner, I mean the insert. Now with this over here, it's so messy. I'm going to get a spare piece of paper here. So what I'm going to do is put the spare piece of paper on the bottom, and because the doily, it goes through the holes, and so I'm just going to kind of do that and then flip this over like that. And I've done this before, so you can see the glue that came through, but I've done this also before where and it's kind of, you'll feel it's a little bit sticky, but it will dry and it will adhere, oops, good to the paper. Okay, so we're going to put that aside and we're going to put this on, and I see a bunch of the glue that's come out. I'm just going to kind of rub it in, and as it dries it will really stick that paper doily down onto the paper. Okay, so going with that same fa la 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 fa la la fa la la kit, paper kit by Crate Paper. This is part of it, Joy, and then I also found this little tree in there, and I just thought it looked perfect. And then I'm going to add her to the front here. And then I thought about seeing also to add a couple little snowflakes. These are just punched from my from glitter paper, using a punch that I have that punches snowflakes. So I think that is fine right there. I'm going to go ahead and get it glued down. And again, I could use my sticker paper, but I don't know if this will fit in there. We could also use just regular glue, but let's see, does this fit? Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Like I said, for really quick jobs, and they work great. So I'm just going to slip all this in here. And what I like to do is, I know that, I think like a replacement roll of stickers is $14.99 at Hobby Lobby, but I use, but basically what I'll do is use my coupon. So I'm not paying, you know, not that that's, you know, over the top, but I don't use it often enough, but I will pick it up when I can use my coupon. I saw these also online on Instagram. I think it's called, I will look for her link, and she has some of these little cards in her shop. And they're just so adorable. Is it called the Paper Basket? I don't know if she has any more, but if she does, I'll leave a link down below for you to find her if you're interested in getting some of these adorable little cards for yourself. That's not who I got this from. I actually got mine, I bought a little stationery kit, I believe from, I don't think she's on straight, is she? I don't know if I can lift this back up. Okay, we're just going to have to go with it. But I bought it from someone in the UK, I think. So maybe with these snowflakes I can kind of like cover up my damage I did here by not getting it exactly on there straight. I'm just going to cut this off, and maybe I can lift this up a little bit. Maybe not. Okay, we're just going to see. Let's see if we got another snowflake over there. I kind of messed that one up a little bit. Ooh, this red one's pretty. It's two different little snow. I just don't want to cover up the little mistletoe that she has there. So let's think about the snowflakes. We're going to put those aside, and I'm going to do the same type of border around the edging for this one. And I think I'm going to use this little gift wrap that I have. I was going to see if I had something with some blue and pink, but I think I'm just going to use this washi with the green and red presents on there. The pink one would look cute too, but I think I'm just going to go with this. And that's what's so fun about making the covers. You can personalize them to your style. Okay. I like that cover. We got it. Trim off the edges here. Oops. See if I can find that edge. There we go. Whoops. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I still like the little sparkle. I wish I had a smaller snowflake that I could kind of mess around with here. Here's a white. You know what? I had this. Let's see what this looks like. That's really pretty, and it adds like my little fluffy stuff I like to add. How does that look? Sometimes it helps to look at the camera. I'm just looking at the camera to see what you guys are seeing. But I could add this to the, I like it how it looks on the center of that O. That O. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on there. Hot glue works great with three-dimensional things, and then also it. Have you ever used that tip of your scissors for me? I used to do that all the time. Believe me, I've been using hot glue for a really long time, and I've burned myself many, many times. And when I'm doing little projects, sometimes I just use the end of my scissors. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And then I think I'm going to add this one up here. I didn't know whether I should take the snowflake out or just leave this little sparkly stuff in here. I'm going to leave it in here. Okay. Maybe. Let's see if I can get it tied through there. Might have cut the string too short. Let's see if we can do, oops. Here's one without it. Yeah, I like it with the string. Okay, I'm going to cut another one. This was garland I've had for a while now. I think, you know where I think I bought this? You know those in the little section that has the little teeny tiny trees that you can buy the little ornaments for? I used to buy them for my daughter's room. They have lots of cute, if you're ever at the craft store, check that area out because they have lots of little cute things you can use in your journal. Like these little flat snowflakes, you know, who would have thought? So I'm just going to add this over there. Again, use the edge of my scissors to tap it down and not have to worry about it. That's cute. I love adding strings and things like that to my page. And there we have it. I think I'm pretty satisfied. I would like to wish it was a little I'm going to add this one. She's cute, she's ready, and there we have it. Now one other thing I'm going to show y'all that I like to do, you know me and my strings and things like that, I like to add, and these, if you ever get a junk journal, I always put ribbon around it, and the reason I like to do this is I've actually used it as a way to keep my binder, my notebook together, because once you start adding all the fluff to it and the papers, and it gets to where it's what do you call it, it starts kind of coming apart. I staple it, but it still can kind of come apart. I'm going to keep that knot in there. I like it. And then I'm going to basically I'm kind of creating a secure binding of the notebook here. I'm just running the yarn down the center of it, and I'm, whoops, let me move all that stuff out of the way, and I'm going to tie it right here. I love the pink and the black together. And you know, you could add charms to the top of here. For now, I'm just going to do that. I could come back in here and add some charms. I'm going to keep it kind of long because I might do that. There we have it. And you can come in here and add, even if you want to glue some die cuts on here. That's so cute. So, okay, so there, I'm happy. I have the cover to my journaling. Let's go back real quick into this one and add, since this isn't added down and it's dry by now, we're going to add the date on there. And I'm also going to do the same thing by adding the string. And I have this, I bought this on, this was the gift wrapping aisle at Hobby Lobby last year. And I love this. It's got, see how it actually has the beads and the stars on it? I'm going to tie this in a knot here so those beads don't come off. And so I love adding The only thing I ran into is the stars when I went to journal a lot. Not really a problem. To be honest with you, it was not really a problem. I want to act like it's a problem, but it wasn't. The only thing I ran into was is being able to write, and sometimes I had a little clunky thing there, but actually, to be honest with you, and that doesn't quite look good. I think I need either some pink or some white or some turquoise, and I don't have my turquoise up here. Hold on just one second. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to get my turquoise here, and I'm going to add some pink. I'm bulking this little journal up already here. And again, I don't really know if I want to keep this on there. It's just not grasping the look that I want. So I may just do this pink. This pink and blue. I wonder what the black would look like here also. I think I'll add the black too. I was thinking that would look good, that rustic, but it seems like once I added the turquoise and the pink, it didn't quite go as well as I had and thought it would. And again, we can come back and add some more different elements as far as adding little charms or something like that onto it. Pull that up a little bit more. And I'm just going to tie it at the top here. There we go. And again, I'm going to come back in here and probably add some other things to that. So I like that look to it. Let's go ahead and add it to here, and then we have our journal covers all ready to go. And like I said, when it gets to the point that I'm going to use this cute little one with Bambi on it, I think I might take the staples out and add it more into a junk journal, and then and then it'll be ready to go too. So there we have it. And even these little tassel look to the side here. Like I said, once you add some little charms, we'll do that in another video and work on that. And then let's add her to this Webster's, and we are done with our covers. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, and I hope you're enjoying the series. I know it's only the second video, but I hope you're inspired to do a little creativity in your December journals or planners. And there we have it. It's looking cute. All right, I'll see you in my next video.